I can't think of a worse fate than having to drink a glass of full-fat milk with food. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to The TheGGround. Before I begin this video, just a reminder, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do so by clicking on the subscribe button down below. Do not adjust your YouTube television sets. I am in black and white. This is not a malfunction. I called my good friend Marty McFly. We jumped in his DeLorean and went and went back to December 1953. So I could purchase one of the first color televisions and watch something groundbreaking. A Technicolor movie? No. The moon landing? Hadn't happened yet. No. I went back in time to buy a color television so I could watch Chantal, aka Foodie Beauty, eat food from the 1950s. Yes, I'm excited. You're excited. I'm sure we're all excited. Who was president in the 50s? I don't know, but I'm sure he's excited as well. So I don't know what she's going to eat. Something tells me meatloaf, because whenever I think of the 50s food, I think of two things: meatloaf and TV dinners. So I'm a little worried to see what she's going to plow through, but we're just going to go along with it and hope for the best. I don't know where she got this idea from. I'm hoping she explains it a little bit. She probably won't, let's face it. She's just probably had a whimsical idea. She probably saw something on the Netflix and she ran with it. So come along with me. Back to a time when Dad was at work all day. Mom was chained to the kitchen because society didn't realize that women should be ruling the world and not men. Yeah, I said it. And we were all clogging our arteries with meat and potatoes and smoking our lungs away because the atom bomb was going to take us out anyway. So who cares? Get out of your desk, kids. This is a nuclear drill. No, it's not. It's a Chantal, aka Foodie Beauty, reaction video. Let's go.
Hello.
The cats are not there, which I guess makes sense because the cats did not exist in 1950s. However, missed opportunity here. She should have demonetized the video and perhaps put in the I Love Lucy theme song or some other fun 1950s sitcom music. That's what I would have done.
Foodie Beauties.
Welcome back to another video, guys. Do you like my boho mirrors? I hope you do.
Oh, those are the boho mirrors. I couldn't figure out what those were. I thought they were boho, like hose, but I think it's bohemian. I'm not sure. She must have got a new camera or a new microphone setup because something is really... The sound on these videos is going to drive me up a wall. I don't know what it is. So if it's super loud for you, think about how badly I'm suffering and just shut up. I like her look. My mom had that blouse in the 80s. She might still have it today. I'm not sure. I'll have to check her closet next time I go to her house. Her makeup is on point. Loving the lips. Evenly lipticled. And the eyes very nice. A little bit of shadow. Not too much pop. I like more of a pop. But I'll give her a win for the eyes. And the hair is up. It is what it is. But yeah, she looks okay.
They're decorations. My walls aren't so bare. Except like half the house is still bare. So today I have something special for you guys.
What?
I've been slaving away in the kitchen like a 1950s housewife, and we're going to go back in time to the 50s and eat like they did in the 1950s. And the 1950s, I guess it's going to be kind of...
I can't think of a worse fate in life. I get really grossed out. Like when I see old shows from the 50s and 60s, even the 70s, and when they're eating food just didn't look right back then. Like, I understand why maybe a lot of people nowadays, the older generation, have a lot of health problems. I mean, then again, I plowed through Taco Bell a couple weeks ago, so I'm sure I'm probably growing a third breast. But I don't know, like, I feel like when you watch videos of old food, I don't know if it's the coloring and the camera, the food just didn't look proper.
Stereotype kind of video because, you know, stereotypically you would hear that they have a well-balanced meal, you know, a glass of milk, a slice of dessert, and...
I take that back. I can't think of a worse fate than having to drink a glass of full-fat milk with food.
You know, meatloaf or whatever. So I'm going to show you what a...
She said the M word.
Typical 50s meal would be like. What we imagine it to be. Because, of course, I wasn't around in the 50s. Maybe some of you were, and maybe some of you can comment
I was
and
not.
let us know how it really was. All right, guys, so I'm going to do my best to do it justice. I baked a cake from the box. Betty Crocker, though, who I think was a 1950s housewife, if I'm not mistaken. And we're gonna have a...
Is that a true story? Is Betty Crocker a 1950s housewife?
So, let's get to...
Would be on the counter in the 50s, Sam. Get into character.
Same goes for you, Missy. Hey guys, hey, how are you?
Oh, that looks atrocious. Oh, look at those big stacks of beef in loaf form. Oh, and I hate green peas. Oh, and the mashed potatoes are okay. Oh, and that glass of milk. Oh, this video's gonna make me throw up. I wonder what vomit in black and white's gonna look like. The salad looks okay.
I'm gonna move you a bit closer. Okay, my kitchen is a friggin' mess. So, fail, typical 50s housewife test right there. All right, so let's see what we have here. Just by Googling, like researching or whatever, what a kind of a typical meal was. I've seen some videos where
that's the constipation meal right there. That is a meal you eat and you don't go to the bathroom for a good 2 years.
Probably not drenched in creamy cucumber dressing, but hey. And I'm sure the portions were a lot smaller for the women. I'm sure this is like a husband size. So, but I wear the pants.
I don't know about that.
No. All right, sorry. I'm trying to act proper. No. So this is 2 slices of meatloaf, peas, which I don't even like,
meatloaf,
and some fluffy mashed potatoes with rich.
Is she gonna put ketchup on it?
Brown gravy, slice of confetti cake for dessert with French vanilla icing, and a glass of milk because they always seem to drink milk. They think that very big on getting your calcium so you can grow up strong and join the army.
No,
I don't know.
No, don't drink the milk.
So let's have a bite of salad.
That's the only normal portion. The salad and the mashed potatoes are the only normal things going on right now, and the cake's probably good too because I love sugar.
You know, as much as I joke around, a big part of me misses that whole, wishes I could go back. I'm nostalgic for a time I wasn't even born in, but, you know, everyone had a function.
I would have loved to have been in the 60s. If I could have grew up in the 60s, I would have been in so much trouble. I would have been at Woodstock. I would have been spinning around with her and Amber Lynn Reed, just spinning around, not knowing where the hell we were. 3 days after the festival ended, I'd have been right there with them, just spinning away in the mud.
Mothers took care of the family.
Oh, look at that dry slab of beef.
That's provided for the family. Everyone ate together.
Yeah, and it was oppressive and miserable for many people in America and around the world, probably.
Meatloaf is tender, savory, some fluffy mashed potatoes. Yeah.
I'm sure it was a lovely time for some of us. For others, not so much.
Let's try the peas with the potatoes.
Although, it's 2020. Okay. Still got problems. But I digress.
Meatloaf and the mashed potatoes.
Yeah, terrible. Next. So what inspired this? What's going on in the background? Sea salt. I can't... what a boring background. The Kasori's not there, of course. Speaking of Kasori, I heard Amber Lynn Reed got a Kasori, a different one, but she got a Kasori air fryer. Are these two women ganging up on me to make my life miserable?
Another thing that was really different amongst a lot of things, but I was watching a documentary on how there's pretty much virtually no middle class. Now this was an American documentary, but how there was no middle class, or how it was disappearing, and we're just left with the working poor. So a lot of people forced to work for giant corporations and for minimum wage, which is not enough to live off of. So you're working and you're trying to get yourself out of poverty, but you're just going nowhere. And in the 50s...
What was this? What were you watching?
There was a lot of suburban families from middle class were a single parent.
Really?
Could earn enough to buy a house, to take care of the family. It's definitely not like that now.
Oh gosh, I always think about 1950s. I just think of family units. What was the nuclear family? Is that what they used to call the nuclear family? I didn't realize... I don't know. I guess obviously they would have been single parents, but I don't know. You just think of the 1950s. Like I said, for certain classes and certain races in this country, yeah, it was probably a wonderful time. But I just think of that, like mom, dad, siblings, dinner every night on the table. I didn't realize single parenthood was a thing. If that makes sense, I don't know. In my mind, I've glorified the 1950s, but not really glorified. I'd never want to live in them because they were a terrible, miserable time in this country. But you know what I mean? That's how they portray the 50s all the time.
A lot of both parents usually have to work nowadays. And there are exceptions, but sometimes both parents have to work more than one job, you know?
Where are we going with this?
But I like that old school music as well.
I like 60s, not 50s. Although I do love Elvis.
Civil liberties were definitely different.
Correct.
So there are some I mean, there is some progression, but there's also times just seemed simpler somehow back then, you know, for the domestic life.
Yeah, because we were stupid. I mean, I don't want to say that, but we were just stupid. I mean, 50 years ago, there were so many things we didn't know yet. We also didn't have technology, which I guess that's kind of an advantage because technology has like pretty much, I feel like, ruined society to an extent. We're always on our phones and just too much social medias and stuff going on. But I mean, like, yeah, it was a simpler time because I mean, everybody was afraid of everything. Nobody knew. There were so many things we didn't know yet, if that made sense. So yeah, it was a simpler time because we were all. It was like it's like saying in 1850. It's like going to the 1850s. Oh, it was a simpler time. Well, yeah. You know, am I making sense? Shut up. I don't even know what the hell. That meatloaf has got me so upset right now. I can't even think straight.
But everyone seemed to just be playing a role, you know? And I think that's why times have changed because, you know, the housewife, we learned more about her as the years went on. And she started to rebel and she wasn't so happy.
Feminism. Burning bras.
Having to freshen up and look good for the husband.
Doesn't that sound miserable?
You know, just basically just being a robot. You know, just every day, same routine, taking care of the house, kids, and husband. No time to take care of herself.
Miserable. Chained to the kitchen. Making TV dinners and meatloaf.
Well, I wonder how true that is, you know. They look conservative on the outside.
They probably only did it in the missionary position.
But how many housewives do you think were wearing crotchless undies under those skirts? For the milk boy!
She's so ridiculous.
That would totally be me.
I'm sure there were freaks in the 50s. They had to be.
Oh, it's lunch hour. Look at the milkman.
Oh, yeah. There were people banging the mailman and the milkman, 100%. She would have been one of them. She owns it.
And then, a couple hours later, the Eggman's here. The pool boy. If this were the 50s, I'd be...
banging everybody.
Having story times like, my milkman lover.
Made a TV dinner. Next thing I knew, the Eggman was on top of me. Oh, that food just looks impressive. Oh, it makes me full.
The peas mixed with the mashed
No,
potatoes.
it's a
are pretty
lie.
good.
Do you ever see food and just looking at it makes you full? I'm going to watch this video whenever I get hungry. Oh, that's milk is just... I'm so sensitive with milk, like when I used to drink milk, and I only ever had it in cereal, or dunk a cookie in it. Of course, now I'm an almond milk kind of guy. But back in the day when I had milk, and we progressed down to skim, it had to be ice cold, and nothing scares me more than dairy products that are left out for too long. Like this milk has already been left at the counter for like 2 minutes too long. What?
But you'd be really tired by the end of the night, that's for sure, doing all of that. I mean, being a stay-at-home mom, I mean, I don't have kids, but just being
full-time job.
Stay-at-home, just overlooking all their duties they had to do every day.
Even today, it's a full-time job.
Very much.
But today, it's more of a choice, I think. I feel like back then, it was kind of expected. Now you can choose to. And if you want to get a job, get a job. Anybody want to get a job so I can stay home? Email me. I'll send applications out.
A lot of you still do. A lot of you out there
I want to be a
this day
housewife.
stay at home.
But I wouldn't clean.
nothing
I want to be a
wrong with
housewife who gets to hire people to clean and stuff and cook. So I guess I wouldn't be a housewife. I guess I'd be just more of a fixture in the home. But I'd be comic relief, and I feel like that's worth a lot in its weight in gold. Worth its weight in gold.
You do it because you know it's a full-time job that you don't get paid for.
Well, you kind of got to keep the kids alive.
And I just hope the husbands in the 50s showed some kind of
Probably not.
recognition for the hard work that their wives did.
Probably
I don't think they did. Enough, maybe.
I'm sure
I'm
some
sure some were
did.
wonderful, but there's an exception to every rule, right?
Yeah.
But like,
I'm sure every
Yeah.
once in a while they came over with a new pair of bloomers or a blouse. Pantaloons. Panties.
best
Nope,
meatloaf.
that's a lie.
I would just put like 2
Looks like a
eggs,
pork chop.
half a cup of breadcrumbs, and 2 pounds of medium ground beef because it's
Just make a hamburger.
with the fat content.
It's greasy. That means it's greasy.
Better take it up to the sewing room.
It's gonna.
Um,
it's
But
you can dip the Cheeto in it later.
I also put a pack of Clubhouse meatloaf seasoning.
No,
It's
that's
so
a lie.
good. You can also put
Pass. What?
need more gravy.
Do you think she made gravy, or is that a packet? Oh! What?
But I love gravy.
It's probably, you think it's a McCormick packet? You think it's a packet? Because, like, real gravy is what? Flour, right? You take the fat drippings of a meat, and you take the flour, and you just whisk the flour in, right? You roux it? Is that you roux? Is it a roux? I don't know what it's called, but that's real gravy. Like, that right there, I think it's probably packaged with water, and then you bring it to a boil, if I had to guess. Either way, not a fan.
The Clubhouse. You can also use, like, Lipton. Or is it?
Knorr.
Brand.
Should have been a freak in the 50s, wouldn't she? She would have been arrested. How many times do you think Chantal, aka Foodie Beauty, would have been arrested for indecent behavior in the 50s? Could you pee on the side of the road in the 50s? Was that legal? Actually, is that even legal today? I don't know.
Or you can just put your own. Yeah, I would not survive in the 50s.
You would have been arrested.
As a housewife? For sure. Because... Isn't it, like, forbidden for women to, like, acknowledge that they have bodily functions?
Oh, forget it. You can't fart. Oh, forget it.
Grounds
Grounds for divorce. 100% she would have been taken out. Could you imagine Chantal belching in 1954?
They had instructional videos.
They all get together to watch I Love Lucy, and then all of a sudden she just, like, lets it rip, right as Ethel's coming in to tell Lucy a story about how Fred was caught in the basement with one of the laundry ladies. She would have been kicked out of the house.
Or whatever. Fail.
This is very uninspiring. I feel like she should have had a 50s story.
I love food, so...
Like a 50s crime story. A 50s Hollywood story. She could have done so much with this.
I don't know.
Perhaps she could have wore a poodle skirt.
Fat phobia was even worse back then.
Is that studied? Is that even a thing?
I probably wouldn't even be married.
Was that even a thing? People studied that back then?
Who knows?
Who knows? Not I. Who cares? Not I. Is that Peter Pete's Beats?
Yeah, the cake is... I just put a piece of cake for my video, but... It's still cooling off, kind of. I have to...
That right there would have got kicked out of the house.
Excuse me.
Did you ever see that movie Pleasantville, where everybody, it's a TV show with Tobey Maguire and Reese Witherspoon, they get sucked into it, and they disrupt, it's like a Leave It to Beaver show, and they get sucked into the TV, and she's kind of a little hoochie mama, and she kind of teaches the boys, like, sexual things, and then she kind of contaminates the town, and every time, it's a great movie, it's called Pleasantville, look it up, and every time somebody in the town kind of gets corrupted with, like, non-wholesome values, like, you know, reading a book, or, touching yourself, they become colored. Like, they go from, like, black and white. It has a very social meaning behind it, but ignoring that part, the moral of the story is Chantal, aka Foodie Beauty, if you've watched Pleasantville, you would have been the first one to go into Technicolor. You would have been. I would have walked in that show, I would have been like, I'm in Pleasantville. I would have taken one look at Chantal, she would have looked at me, and boop, she would have went color. And that's it. Should have been the first one. If you've watched the movie, you know what I'm talking about. Comment down below what you think.
Pig.
You're gonna say hi to the people?
Hello.
Hi, people. I apologize
Hello,
for...
Triple P.
I'm acting like a 50s housewife today. How they
Oh,
eat.
did 50s housewives belch words?
They did not.
If they do, they get
Yes.
divorce papers. Right?
Or murdered.
Unless their husbands are cool. But no husbands were cool in the 50s.
I hate peas. I don't know why I hate peas. I love corn, but I hate peas.
So, saving my milk
The dumpster?
for
Oh.
my desserts. I don't like just drinking milk just like that, so...
I can't tell you the last time I had real milk. Other than, like, outside of a creamer, like at a restaurant, an actual milk product, I can't even tell you when.
I think they would have had a piece of bread and butter, too. In the 50s. Dry. I don't have any
Good.
bread.
You have cake coming up.
But no bread.
No need for bread and butter. You have cake and frosting. Right on the breasticles. Oh, Chantal. We gotta get you a bib. Oh.
Hi, boys.
Sham sham.
Not yet, Sam.
Sham
It's
sham.
not time to finish, Sam. No time.
Oh, look at that drippy piece of meat.
If you don't eat all your food, you can't have any pudding.
How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat?
If they ever
Not
make
hungry, is it?
Oliver Twist rated R,
Yummy.
that looks kind of dry. Oh, it looks moist, I guess, with a fork went through it. I do
cake?
love frosting. So are we done counting macros? Oh, she hadn't done that in a while, I don't think, has she? I guess we're done with
Yeah.
macros. Sham,
No.
sham, count your macros.
Oh, yes. Angels sing.
I like cheesecake.
Hark the early angels
Or red
sing.
velvet cake. Oh, there goes the milk.
That's
Red velvet cake is nice too, with the cream cheese frosting. You're full.
So good.
Looks boring. What kind of cake did she say? I already forgot. I blacked it out. Blanked it out, blacked it out, blacked it out.
It's just a
Blocked
mixed
it out.
cake
I blocked it
cake
out.
mix.
I didn't black out. I blocked it out. I guess I blanked too, right? Although blanked is more you can't answer a question. Oh god, what the hell am I? Where the hell am I going? Sham
Hi,
sham.
Sam.
Well, this was fun. Thanks for watching.
So, guys,
Thanks for watching. Get an Oreo cookie for that milk.
I mean,
Oh, I'm so full watching this.
I don't really know how it was in the
Who
50s.
cares?
But I just tried to eat, like, replicate a typical meal.
You just wanted a reason to eat meatloaf and piss me off.
Which, like I said,
You
was
just
a much
wanted to
smaller
piss me
portion,
off with
but-
meatloaf. Let's face it, Chantal. At least it wasn't a bloody meatloaf this time. So it's a win. I'm giving her a win. Wasn't a blow. There goes the milk. And now it's a loss. Cancel out the win. Ugh. Nope. Pass. Thanks for
Oh,
watching.
absolutely delightful. Sam's appearance means it's time to end the video. I hope you guys...
Sham sham.
At least he waits till I'm pretty much done eating. Okay, guys, I hope you had a wonderful time watching my video. Thank you for joining me for dinner, and I'll see you in the next video.
What in the world? Okay, I don't know what that Exorcist moment was at the very end, but it happened. We can't take it back. It is what it is. I don't know what the point of this video was. If I was going to do a 1950s inspired meal, I probably would have just gotten a TV dinner or Swanson meal and heated it up, eaten it, and threw up on camera because those meals disgust me. But sure, I think she wanted a reason to eat meatloaf and peas and mashed potatoes, and she looked at it and she goes, oh, 50s, it's a video theme. Hey, whatever floats your boat. I guess macros is still not a thing. It wasn't a thing with the Pizza Bang. It's not a thing now. I know she's done a McDonald's mukbang and maybe even Burger King, so I guess macros have been buried. A little sad about that, but hey, it's your life, your channel. Do you. I'm here for the roller coaster. And when I don't want to be here anymore, I'll get off. It is what it is. So, yeah, Chantal, no more 1950s videos. I didn't understand it. I'm still very perplexed by it. And honestly, I'm just disgusted that you drank a glass of milk and you ate meatloaf. So maybe the 50s wasn't the problem. Maybe it's your choice of 50s meal. Next time, just get a TV dinner. And you know what I mean? Those cute ones that come with little apple desserts on the side. I think that would have been much better for you and for me. I know that it's not about me, but let's face it, it kind of is. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, to my channel, please do so by clicking the subscribe button down below. Make sure you click the bell next to it to be alerted every time I upload new content. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Giving this video and other videos on my channel a thumbs up means you like my videos. When you like my videos, it means you like my channel. And when you like my channel grows. And feel free to share this video on other social media. I also have a Teespring link down in the description box. I've got 2 cute mugs with 2 cute sayings on them, and both of them have my cute face on them, because what better way to start your day than drinking hot piping coffee to this cute little face, or vodka, or tequila, or water, or any beverage of your choice any time of the day. Do you. I won't judge. We don't judge here. Anyway, as always, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking, and most of all, thank you for watching. And until next time, and please, for the love of God, put the meatloaf and milk down.